Sometimes people around us make our life difficult, making it difficult to walk on the path alone, showing no concern to them, but we can't change the fact that the night had a bright morning. Sakura woke up and was disturbed by his past experiences, but the sparkling morning wasn't the same for everyone. Sakura liked the strong people and had no concern for the weak. A girl named Koto was bullied by a boy named Yukinari and his gang, but she was very outspoken about his blindness and this man had some loose nuts. She wanted to crack her eggs on his head, but it was a waste of time and money. She tried to leave, but he grabbed her hand and stopped her. Our two-shaded man summoned him and Yukinari tried to insult him, but Sakura punched him, which was hilarious. The fight started and our hero was the pro. He had the strong nuts and told Yukinari to remember his name and tell all the strong people that their father had come. And Koto was watching. He was a newcomer in Furin High School. He was leaving, but she tried to stop him and he was shocked that a girl was talking to him. She thanked him and offered him breakfast. It night, but now she served him a delicious meal. She asked if he was new there and he asked if she found him weird, but she said no. She told him that this gang was always creating a mess for the public and the safety was zero, but he was a great help. Sakura found it very weird because till now no one liked to talk with him, and Koto was talking with him very frankly. When he took the first bite, it was amazing and she was staring at him and he asked if this restaurant delivered the food, but the answer was no. She looked at him and asked if he was using contacts and if the air was originally like this. He shouted and said it was his real form, but she praised his look and he found it weird. He said till now he had faced the worst thing and that's why he joined the Fury. Every year there would be a great day because they fight to be the strongest and he wanted to be the top dog of the Fury and wanted to fight. She was listening to him and suddenly asked if he was excited for his first day at school because he was wearing the school uniform, but he said because he had nothing to wear, so that's why he was wearing his uniform. But she got the real answer from his eyes. Suddenly an old man praised her cooking and was leaving, but he stopped and gave him the bag he was about to forget. Now Sakura was looking at the candies Kotoa gave him because the old man gave him thanks. He told them weirdly and said once he tried to help a man by returning his wallet. He called him a thief, but Kotoa told him that was what he wanted. She told him that he did never become the top dog because he had no team. If he wanted to get a point, then he had to meet with the kids of this town and he was stressed because he got hit on his weak point that he was alone. The bad guys were messing around the town. Sakura was going and Yukinari stopped his way and started bullying him. Our man got angry because the thing he was hated was the opinion of others about him. He was alone till now and because of his arrogant behavior, he got his old motivation back and punched him. It was a pro punch and his frustration came out in his fighting skills. He was beating them very well and suddenly Kotoa heard the noise and came out. Yukinari grabbed her and blackmailed our hero, but he heroically kicked him and saved our girl. Now they were to the side and he was defenseless. Bad guys were attacking him and he was nervous but still fighting like a pro. He got cut on his ankle and was about to get another hit. Our couple was scared and a boy in the uniform of Furin came and saved them, named Toma. Koto also got excited to see him. He was a monster and told the bad guy that it was the time to teach them a good lesson about behaving well. He was a giant, Yaudai and Ren, and told them to win this fight and battle started. Toma also saved her man and told him to stay behind because he was injured. He was looking for someone who had saved him and all the people were cheering for them. Kotoa told Sakura that people were stressed because of the bad guys, but Furin came and protected them always. They write a welcoming note at the entrance to the city about the protection and well-being and who will try to disrupt the peace had to face the windbreakers. The name given by the commoners to the Furin boys. Everyone is very happy because Toma and his boys had saved them and Sakura was frustrated. People also praised Sakura and he was shocked to hear such compliments. And old lady tried to help him with his wound, but he yelled and Kotoa started helping. She told him that she had already told him that he was alone, but while he was there, he would no longer be alone. She told him that he wasn't that bad, that's why he helped the man in the restaurant and saved her. She told him that she did stay with him always and he was stressed. His frustration came out and he jumped on all of them, kicked Yukinari and said he did win any fight on his own. Kotoa was smiling. This was how the story of a low-grade boy becoming the hero of the town started. Now Sakura entered the restaurant of Kotoa and she asked if he was alright, but our man was stressed because Garne Sato was on his back. He told her to jump off and they started arguing because the old lady wanted to teach him manners. He yelled and said he had completed his favor by dropping her because her hips were hurting, but the old lady was completely fine. Kotoa also smiled and when he was about to leave because he was shy, because the old lady thanked him. She stopped him and served him a mouth-watering sandwich. He started eating it and she asked if he was hungry, but he denied it out of arrogance and she said he could show some excitement if he wanted. Suddenly, Narai came and he was real a dump. Also, the newcomer in the Furin High asked about his new look in the Furin uniform and our man pointed his tag and he started struggling with pulling them off. Finally succeeded, and he stared at Sakura and pointed out his weird look. Sakura asked if he had any issue with that, but Nirai asked if he was stressed, and Koto started laughing at Sakura. Nirai took out his notes and started telling Sakura about the Furin High School and their bad guys, but they were the savior of the town and our man had no concern with that. Sakura said he wanted to be the top, and Nirai said if he wanted, then he would be belt soon, and Koto again laughed at him. Nirai realized that he was getting late and Sakura was asking him for a fight, and he left with his dumbness. Koto asked if he liked him, and Sakura asked how a boy like him could get into Furin, and she asked why he said so. He said he was wearing weird clothes, and she asked what color is the coffee seeds, and he said brown, but he said they were red when unripe, and said how we look at a thing is our perspective, which varies from one to another, so he didn't have to assume things with his mentality. She had to be flexible. After thinking, he asked if Nirai was able to fight. She got disappointed because he was only concerned with the fight. Now he was going and thinking about what she had said, and the keeper offered him the bread because they had helped them yesterday, but he refused by saying that he was full. They packed him some bread and it continued to many shops. He was shy and stressed. He got many things and suddenly a girl stopped by him. He was shocked and she asked for his help. Nirai was fighting with some bad guys and his condition was critical because he was dumb ass. The boys were telling him to go home, but he wanted to show his bravery. So got more torture as a result. He was very sick and the bad guy was punching him. He was about to give him a pro punch, but suddenly our man came with a thriller entry. With thriller and killer moves, he taught them a good lesson in an instant. Nirai was shocked to see what happened in the blink of an eye. He was leaving and Nirai thanked him. But he had no soft corner, and Nirai said that he was abused in the school and he had to obey the bad guys. But one day a boy from the Furin saved him and he got motivated to become one like him and started crying out of his shame. Sakura told him that he was weak so he didn't have to cry now because it was late. The girlies had saved, thanked him, and the same with Sakura. Sakura was blushing and Nirai stopped him and thanked him and asked stupid questions like his height, weight and size of the shoes. He started measuring it. Don't get the wrong idea, his feet. And Sakura asked why he was doing so, and he said because he admired him and now he wanted to be like him. He told him that he did show him around and started following him and said they had to be faster, and our man was focused on his bread. They started going toward the school and Nirai was very excited and he checked their class and it was the same. He was happy because his inspiration was in the same class too. But he suddenly got stressed and started behaving weirdly and told Sakura to behave properly. Sakura asked for the reason and Nirai told him that there were strong guys so he had to behave. But our man warmed himself up and entered the class. Everyone was staring at them and Nirai was stressed. Sakura was ready for everything. A boy named Shuo came to them and Nirai got excited. He was behaving weirdly and started asking about Shuo. He answered him and moved to Sakura. But he also complimented him because he knew that Sakura helped the people yesterday. Everyone started coming towards him and they were stressed and Sakura was blushing. Everyone was praising him and he said he was there to get the top spot and everyone paid attention to him. Suddenly someone dropped a bench to him. Shuo saved Nirai and he was Kyotaru, and fight between Sakura and Kyotaru began. Everyone was looking at them and Sakura was about to get punched but he dodged it. Kyotaru was trying his best to attack and our man was resisting his attacks gracefully. Suo was also amazed and a boy told him to stop them but he said no. Kyotaru had the kick and everyone got shocked and they were about to kill each other and suddenly someone turned on the mic. He was Hajime, the top one. Everyone paid attention to him and Sakura was shocked to see such respect because no one was giving him any Hajime told them to enjoy their youth and Sakura was shocked to hear it and said to visit the beach this summer to get a joy. Nirai was surprised and Kyotaru asked if he had any issue with Hajime because Kyotaru was very loyal to Hajime. Hajime said they had to be friends with each other and Kyotaru started wimping his face. Lastly, he told them to protect their town and everyone said yes in one tone and Sakura was surprised. The speech was over and Suo forced Sakura and Kyotaru to shake hands because Hajime ordered them to be friends. So Kyotaru raised his hand and they shook. Everyone was happy and the boy started playing with Sakura. He also enjoyed it somehow because things had changed since he had arrived there. Suddenly someone asked them to go out and now they started painting the wall and our man was frustrated. 30 minutes ago they met with Toma and his team and while talking Sakura said that he had met with him yesterday when Koto was in danger. Toma took him to the side and said he didn't have to speak her name. Otherwise he had to take stomach tablets and Nirai told him about Toma's position in the Fury. He was after Hajime and in the primary floor. These primary four also were on other students. Sakura was in his team and they went around the town. Toma told them that Hajime told him to make a distance between Kyotaru and Sakura and they were still mad at each other. Sakura asked that why they were only working at Toma told him that they were the discipline makers, so they had to behave and help people. Suddenly he saw an old man and offered to help him, so that's why they ended up painting a wall. As a reward, they got snacks and started moving in the town again. Toma asked Sakura only liked fighting, but he said they were also the same as before, but helping others and when needed fighting was also fun and joy to them. They ended up at the underpass and Leroy was surprised because Sakura said a sign ugly. It was a sign of the lion's head who believed that power was everything, and Sakura thought he might be got some adventure there. Suddenly they saw a student of theirs who was running and some of lion's head were after him. He suddenly fell, but Kyotaru and Satoru went there and saved him. The one from the lion's head was in a bad condition. Arima and Minoru were angry and suddenly Joe came. He asked what happened and her team thought that something is about to happen. But he started beating his own man because he said he was weak and the weak companion are a pain in the ass. Toma tried to stop him and he took the jacket from his friend. Sakura said he was relieved that this team could make him fantasize, but they disappointed him and Joe was looking at him. Joe and Sakura talked a little and Joe said he had remembered his face and would beat him at a proper location, and he left. Everyone frustrated and Toma told them to go back to school and tell everything to Hajime, and they went to school. Toma was also scared and they went to the top. It was an incredible place. Hajime was watering the plants and Sakura found him childish. Hope like the story till now. Subscribe to my channel for the latest update. See you soon.